Hi guys, Nikola Radin Way podcast number 54. It's a huge pleasure for mine to introduce you to someone who is actually one of the biggest and most shining stars in the world of martial arts today. One of the most sensational UFC fighters, Jiri Prochazka, we are calling him in Brno, Czech Republic. My dear Jiri, thank you very much that you took a time for Nikola Radin Way podcast.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Jiri, listen, when I was preparing myself for this very special podcast for me, I watched the documentary film which is called Vedomy Bojovnik, or Conscious Warrior. It's a documentary about you. It's so beautiful. I'm going to put the link for this documentary below this video for everyone who wants to see it. You said one thing in this video that particularly impressed me. And this is that your final goal in life is to inspire the others. How do you want to do that?
How? By my way. I do that in every fight. How I'm fighting. So when I explore this magical moment right here, right now, and everything around that, and I start to applicate it in the martial arts, and I realized that that's something why the people don't know about that. So I was like not disgusted, but
you were sad.
There was many questions for me. How to every people don't know about that. So I said myself, I think that will be my life goal to share this knowledge with other people, and that's it. Because if you find this quiet, this if you rule your mind, then is every day, every moment like in paradise, and my way is a fighting way, so I will do that by this way. So.
This is absolutely true, and I think that we are going to enjoy the next minutes as well, because those are going to be our present moments today. What is so special in your way of living?
What is special? What is special? Everything is special. I'm just living by the rules. I'm living by the rules, from samurai moral codes, by this codes, and that was one of the biggest part in my life, when my coach gave me the book of 5 rings from one samurai.
I have it here in Serbian for all our listeners and viewers. It's called the Book of 5 Rings, right? By Miyamoto Musashi.
Yeah.
So you got it from your coach, right?
Yeah, that's given me my coach Yaroslav, and it was not the book, just the book, but this book have something inside, but this text inside is like this is so short text, and every text opening the mind. So you need to think about that. What is there? And if you read it, if you read this book after some years, the book will change with you. So because you have another angle, how you look to these things. So that's the beauty of this book, and it's very strong, and it's very raw and direct and
to the point.
Yeah, direct to the point.
To the point.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a wonderful philosophy, and it's beautiful how you said that the same book, when you read it after a certain period of time, you have totally a different angle and totally different perspective, because it shows that you have changed, but the book stayed the same, right? It's amazing. You have changed. You've been changing a lot through your careers. You were becoming better. Let's start with your last fight against a fantastic fighter, Dominic Reyes. You knocked him out. You knocked out before him Volkan Ozdemir. What can you tell me about your last fight? How did you feel against Dominic? What was how do you see that fight? It was actually the fight of the night. It was one of the best fights of the year, you know. And how did you see it from your angle, from your perspective?
From my perspective, and that was. It was hard fight from that angle, because it's very easy for me to fight for a guy who tried to trash talk to me, or who's aggressive, or who have some stand, like aggressive stand to wants to win, and wants to when he wants to smash me or something like that. That's so easy for me. But when somebody is in emotional zero,
okay,
and Dominic, he was like nothing, just nothing, and I remember that. He had some tough and hard times before this fight.
Exactly.
So it was a little bit hard for me to push myself to keep myself in the aggressive stand, to go for the victory, and but that's the part of fighting. So. That's my way.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed that fight. Because he was a very great opponent, and I love that.
Yes.
I love the fighting, and I'm taking that like art, and not just some fighting or war, but
bravo.
For me it's art.
Bravo. This is why I'm doing this channel, because my point of view to martial arts is actually very similar to yours. I don't want to see MMA and UFC just like a fighting game, just like a combat sport. I want to see it as a true martial art, and we have had big names, the real martial artists, like Lyoto Machida or Georges St. Pierre or even Fedor, who were true martial artists, no trash talkers and no rowdies, And this is what I love. This is why, actually, if you didn't realize, my channel is called Nikola Radin Way. It doesn't stand only for the way like a pet. First, this channel was called Warriors and Yogis, and then the shortcut is like Way, Warriors and Yogis. Like a philosophy of all the aspects that I have to it.
Yeah.
Now, my channel is mostly watched in the Balkans, in the countries like Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, etc., etc. So the viewers are probably very interested. There is a possibility, about your opinion, first of all, on Alexander Rakic, because there is a possibility that either you're going to fight straight away for the title against the winner in the game, in the fight of Blachowicz against Teixeira. But there is also a possibility or option to fight Alexander Rakic before that fight. How do you see Rakic? Because, you know, I know him very well, you know, since his teenage years here in Vienna. I'm following this fighter. I'm very impressed with his discipline. He's extremely well physically prepared. His strength and conditioning coach is a very dear friend of mine, Richard Staudner. And Alexander Rakic is a very good guy. How do you see him, and what are your thoughts if it comes to the fight against Rakic?
Okay, I'm seeing him like he's I don't know him personally because I didn't train with him or talk with him. I just see him like hard worker.
Yeah.
And good fighter. That's all. And the fight with him, I wanted to fight it. I want to fight with him.
Yep.
Before this fight with Dominic.
Yes.
And he said no. My target now is the title and something about that. So okay, I said okay. So give me another opponent. So they gave me the Reyes,
yep.
the Dominic Reyes.
Yes.
And after this fight, the Dana White and the UFC offered me the title fight, and I think.
Yeah, why would you refuse a title shot if Dana White tells you?
Yeah, sure.
You're not crazy. Yeah.
That's for me is logical. So there is nothing personal with Alexander, because I'm.
And I assume you're totally ready to step into the octagon anytime against him.
Yeah,
right? You are.
Yeah.
Let's stay on the Balkans for a few more minutes. Some of the people maybe do not know. I lost your video. Oh, you're back. Great. People maybe do not know that in 2012 you fought one of my very good friends, and you lost actually against him, Bojan Veličković Veli, who lives in Denver, Colorado, right? And he's also a great guy, and I know him very well. But then back in the days, you were very young.
Yeah, that's true. But I was just I was on the start in the martial arts, and that was this fight was for me one of the biggest fight in my career in that time.
Sure.
And I was so nervous.
Okay.
And Bojan Veličković, he was so confident. Yeah. And he shined so a lot because he had a lot of friends there, and
sure.
That was a hard time for me, but it was big learn for me too,
of course.
Because I took from that fight a lot, and I started to working to myself. That's all my career. This work. Because I'm not talented like another fighters, or I'm more hard worker. I'm learning from fight to fight, and that's my strong part.
Yes, we can see that, because 2 years after Bojan, you fought against Darko Stosic, you won.
Yeah.
Then a year later, in 2015, you won also against one fighter that we consider a Balkan fighter because he's a Croatian now, Satoshi Ishii. He has a Croatian citizenship now because of the Mirko Cro Cup. So, and now you are on a winning streak already for 5.5 years. Who were your biggest inspirations among the fighters? Or like, let's put it this way. What do you think of Mirko Filipović Cro Cup, for example? He's still very popular in Balkans.
I fought with him. I fought with on the same event with him.
Okay.
In the Rising.
In the Rising, you're right.
That was that was the great pleasure to fight on the same event, and he the Krokop and Fyodor Emelianenko when they fought with together.
Yes.
And that was one of the first MMA fight what I ever saw. So he was too one of the guy who inspired me.
Yes. How about weight cutting? You know, I have that's a very special thing on you, because normally you walk with like 95, 96 kilos from what I know, and you cut the weight only to 93. You know, for example, the guys like Rakic, he's 105, 106 kilos, and he cuts also very easily to 93. But that means, like, after a day and a half, when you step into the octagon against like the guys like this, they are already on 100 at least, and you're back on 95. Yeah. This is in fighting sport. This is a huge difference. How do you deal with that? Is this a problem for you?
For me, it's not a problem, because I'm still strong, because for me it's more important to feel before the fight.
Yes.
Before the fight, like in the fight, and after the fight, in this in the same state of feeling. Yes, that's for me. That's for me the one of the biggest target in that. So I don't need to have more than 100 kilos. Mm-hmm. Maybe now after the fight I will eat a little bit more, and my weight will be around the 100, 101 or 2. But
never more
every
than this.
time, and when I start to prepare to fight, my preparing weight is around the 98. Mm-hmm. And when I'm coming, when the weight-in is coming, my weight, my body weight, is naturally
on the point,
cutting down to 95, 94, and 5, something between the 94 and 95, and then I don't need to cut a lot, yeah,
exactly.
Because I want to feel great. I want to feel in the full power all the time. So that's the main goal.
Because the weight cutting is for some fighters so difficult, right? And you don't have that problem. That's great. You said also in that documentary that for you it's very important to use techniques with which you are going to struggle against your ego and against your fears. I'm going to tell you a story. A couple of days ago, I had in my podcast a huge star, a basketball star in Balkans from Croatia, Dino Radja, who is the legend of Boston Celtics. And when this video came out, you know, people didn't really watch it, you know, and I felt like, what the fuck, you know, it's fucking Dino Radja, man, like the basketball legend. Why people are not watching? And I was sad and even a little bit depressed. And then I said to myself, Nikola, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, because this is your ego talking. Are you satisfied with this talk? Yes. Was he good? Yes. Was it technically good? Yes. So why do you care? You know, is it exactly how do you see it, you know?
Yeah.
And what technique, the question is, what technique is you use in order to fight the ego and to fight the fears, actually, that everyone has?
How to say this word? Stopovat. Stopovat.
Wenn du hast auf den Spuren, stopovat.
Aha, when you are following something.
Yeah, you must following your mind.
Exactly.
But very quietly, very you must be nobody. You must become a nobody. What is one of the hardest things, because your mind tried to identify with everything what when you start to think. Yeah. And the problem is the thinking, yeah. And when you're following the mind and you're trying to catch it, that's the mistake, because the working with your mind is identify with the mind. So you need to. That's my
philosophy.
Not the philosophy, but now this is my target. How to be with the moment and destroy the ego. So I don't care about that.
That's very good.
I don't care about my mind, and this I don't care feeling must be dominant.
Exactly. And the thought must not be dominant, because it's just a thought. And there is another book that I want to show to our viewers that you also said that inspired you a lot. This is the Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. You said this is a fantastic, also a fantastic book that we can. And I have here, maybe you don't know, this is the novel, a very big novel about Miyamoto Musashi, written by Enji Yoshikawa.
Enji Yoshikawa?
Yes. He wrote this book. There's like 4 books. It's a novel about Miyamoto Musashi's life. And it's so well written, and it's very, very accurate on historical facts about Miyamoto Musashi. So we're gonna try to find you that. That's gonna be my gift to you. We're gonna try, Susan and I, we're gonna try to find that in the Czech language, and I'm gonna send it to you. You were a guest on a famous podcaster, Ariel Halvani, and you said that you like to use this time now to upgrade yourself, to learn the new things. Where do you want to go? What you want to upgrade in your fighting skills?
I need to upgrade. My fighting style. So there was a lot of mistakes in that fight, and I need to focus for that, because I can't to do the same mistakes in the fight in the title fight.
Yeah.
And because or whoever, because I want to be the professional, and my way is to use all my weapons.
Okay.
All my weapons and keep it sharp. These weapons. So.
But you're great in a stand-up, or what do you want to do? More wrestling? Is it like that you want to do more wrestling? More floor game?
In the stand-up was mistakes too.
Okay.
But not so much in the technique, but in that feeling of the moment, how to feel it, how to work, how to keep yourself a little bit back.
Okay.
Because when I feel when my opponent is a little bit punched. Okay. I start to keep the pressure more and more and more, and then there is some moments when the opponent can catch me. I need to keep myself a little bit back, to keep my mind cool, like
I understand. You also always say that you like to live the life to the fullest, and what exactly does it mean for you? How is your day? How is your week? How Jiri Prochazka lives? You live in a forest, I've heard, close to the lake. How does your day runs?
So first, I have some morning rituals.
Okay.
what I do every day, and that's keep me and my mind in the discipline, and breathing exercise. So now after the fight, I'm not eating like everything. I'm just keeping not a diet, but I'm keeping the eating like the health eating. And to stay healthy and in a full energy, like before the fight and after the fight. I just want to feel myself in a full power,
of course,
all the time, not just before fight, like in the highest top athlete level, but all the time, because
yeah. How often do you train in a week? Do you have like days off when you're off season, when you're not?
Yeah, sure. And I like to train. I like to train like that when I wake up in the morning.
Yes.
How I feel after the morning, and by this feeling, I will train. I will make my training. So that's I think that's the best way, because you can be with your body in a harmony.
Yes.
And the mind and harmony with mind. So that's you are on the one wave.
You are also talking often about oneness of everything. I'm going to tell you another short story. Susan and I, we have this video vlog where we drive with the van. It's called Vodite me drumovi. And we were now in a beautiful little village in Austria on a lake in Hallstatt. And we were shooting a little vlog over there. And the last day I was like sitting and meditating next to the lake, all alone. And I saw a dead mouse swimming in the lake, already decaying, like becoming swollen from the water. And normally, this is something that is like ugly for us humans. But no, I saw it as a beautiful thing, because he was becoming one with the nature, with everything, with that beautiful sea, with these beautiful mountains and trees. As someone who lives in the nature, who loves nature, you probably understand that very well, right? What the nature gives you.
That's the great point. When you just stop the thinking and just seeing, you are who see. You are that who see that these things, not who think about what you see. You are just who you see, and I think that's the point. And nature's give me fresh is refresh my mind, my body every day, because I'm living in the forest, and it's a pleasure to live there, but sometimes you need to fight with your mind a lot, because there is just you and quiet and nothing, and you need to do all the time something, or keep your mind in the discipline, in a quiet.
Exactly.
Now, yes, that's now I'm on this part of the life.
And of your path. And I think this is a true Bushido and samurai way, and I know that you own samurai swords, katanas, and I do as well, and I'm going to show it to you, my samurai sword. And when we meet, and when we meet one day, which I hope is going to be very soon, I'm going to be honored if you are going to sign me over here my sword. This is going to be a great pleasure for me. And I would love to invite you as well. I know, because you're interested in nature, I would love to invite you, if you get the time, to come and visit Susanna and me when we are in the dolphinarium, and to meet our dolphins.
That will be pleasure. That will be my pleasure. Thank you.
You are very welcome to be our guest. And one absolutely last thing for the end of this podcast. is what is your advice for the young martial artists and for the young people in general? What would you advise them?
For the young peoples.
Yes, because young people are a little bit lost nowadays, you know.
Yeah,
because they have so
I
much technology. We have Corona now, you know. Yeah. But we have to take care about young people, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And martial arts, when they started martial arts, I think that was this martial arts saved me, because when I was young, I was chaotic young man with many problems everywhere, and I think it gave me the self-confidence and self-belief. Yeah, how to say. And it's more than just martial arts. It's you train with not just your body. You train your mind. You train your character, and this is the most important thing in the life. How you will be living with other people, and when you have the training with the martial arts, that gave you the power to be the normal and just a normal guy, and the normal guys are
the best.
The best,
yeah. Of course. Yeah. Guys, please subscribe this channel, Nikola Radin channel, and we have also Patreon if you wanna support us. That was one true modern day samurai, Jiri Prochazka. I wish him really all the best in his career. Jiri, thank you again so much for your time. It was a huge pleasure and honor to talk to you, sir. Stay with Nikola Radin channel, and thank you all for this. Bye-bye.
Thank you.